Hey, my K babes. Welcome back to another Chats with K, home of the real and raw chats. So many people are doing this Nicki Minaj challenge, and women are hurting themselves, injuring themselves over this challenge, literally putting their lives at risk over this challenge. You have children doing it, young women, older women participating in this challenge, and all for what? For likes and views, hoping that they can go viral or hoping that they can one up the next girl who participated in the challenge. This reminds me of the crate challenge. You remember the crate challenge when people were stacking up these crates and climbing on top of these crates, and people were injuring themselves, falling. This is what it's giving. Okay, now I do agree some trends can be fun. However, you don't want to participate in every trend, especially if it's putting your life at risk, if it has the potential to cause damage and injuries. You don't want to put yourself in that situation. And speaking of that, there is a woman, a Russian influencer, who fractured her spine attempting this challenge. Yeah. Let's hear what others are saying about this.
Some of you will do anything for them sweet TikTok views, even snapping your own spine. So this Russian influencer, Mariana Barutkina, tried to pull off the Nicki Minaj stiletto challenge. You know the TikTok trend that's going around at the moment? The one where you pose in heels on random objects. It is impressive, don't get me wrong, when no one gets injured. But yeah, she attempted this challenge, except she did it on top of her kitchen counter, balancing on a baby food jar stacked on a saucepan, in high heels. What could possibly go wrong? Well, naturally she slipped, fell off the counter, and boom! Fractured her spine. A real medical diagnosis, a T9 compression fracture. Oh, and did I mention she gave birth like just 8 weeks ago? And now she's in a back brace for the next few months and can't even pick up her own baby. Her TikTok got the views. She got the hospital bill. I'm just glad she'll be able to make a recovery from this and didn't end up paralyzed for the rest of her life over a silly TikTok trend. A moral of the story: if your stunt requires high heels, cookware, and core strength, maybe skip it like you'd skip leg day at the gym.
As you all know, everyone's been doing the stiletto challenge that Nicki Minaj created, where they're either standing on dumbbells or just random items, books, you name it. And everyone is literally trying to outdo one another. Well, this Russian influencer named Mariana decided to do the challenge on top of her kitchen countertop. Crazy, right? She puts a pot upside down, she puts baby food on top of it, stands on it with her stilettos, and then holds baby food in her hands. Now, in her mind, she's like, okay, I'm gonna beat this challenge. This is probably gonna be the best one, because again, everyone's trying to outdo one another. Sadly, she falls off of the countertop and ends up fracturing her spine. The lesson here should be that not everybody should do trends. Clearly people want to do the trends because they want to outdo the next person to get the most views, likes, and comments, but it's not worth it if you end up possibly dying. Yeah.
Imagine breaking your spine over a challenge that didn't even require all of that. Imagine putting yourself through unnecessary imminent danger for a challenge that didn't even require any of that. Hold on, let's backtrack. Imagine breaking your spine doing a challenge you knew you couldn't do. Imagine breaking your spine doing a challenge everybody else is doing. Imagine breaking your spine over something that's completely preventable. Imagine breaking your spine trying to outdo the original. Imagine breaking your spine trying to be more creative than the last person who succeeded. Now, what have we learned? I still don't think people are going to learn this because there's people going to extreme measures trying to be just recognized. Being recognized, what? You're recognized now. You got a broken spine. Nicki Minaj sees that you got a broken spine now. She's going to repost that video. And then what? Do you think she's going to come and give you money to help your recovery?
Okay, Nikki did her little right next to the pool. It wasn't doing all the tricks and different things that all the girls are doing. I'm like, baby, don't hurt yourself over a challenge. Don't hurt yourself over a simple challenge. It's not that deep.
And the sad part about it, there's even men participating in this challenge. Yes, the fellas are getting in on this challenge. Now, when you see the fellas getting in on this challenge, you know it's for clout.
So I'm gonna be the first one to say it. What, like, with this Nicki Minaj challenge, she is about to send a bunch of y'all to the ER. And it ain't none of my business. But I just gotta say, I'm not finna do it. And the reason being, like, I'm an overthinker. And I'm very intentional about stuff. And if you've ever been around me in real life, you know that, like I said, I'm just intentional. Simply put, I'm very intentional. And I thought about this. Like, what if I do this challenge and, worst case scenario, I die? What if I die? Then I gotta face my granny, who passed away 10 years ago. And the first thing she gonna ask is, child, what happened? Why are you here? I would have to look her in her face and tell her that I did the Nicki Minaj. First of all, she ain't even gonna know who Nicki Minaj is. But telling her that I did this challenge and I decided to stand on a Red Bull can wearing heels at the top of a staircase. I'm a granny's baby. I was a granny's baby, but when I say that this woman would cuss me out so bad that it would probably send her to hell, and I just can't have that. And like I said, this is going on in my mind because I overthink. So to prevent that from happening, I would have to lie. Simply put, I get in heaven, she asked me what happened, I'd have to lie. I'd have to make up a completely different reason as to how I got there. I just can't do it. I can't. So I'm just like, this is cool because I enjoy watching it. Like, a lot of y'all are very acrobatic. Like, I'm impressed. But I just can't do it. Y'all be careful, okay? Be careful, but keep it coming.
So let me know, what do you think about this challenge? Have you yourself tried this challenge? Would you try this challenge? Drop some comments. I would love to know your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe, like, share the video, and until next time.